Hello, here I am again for my second album review, and I hope you guys enjoyed the last video, and today I am doing a new album. Now, disclosure, once again, these are all my opinions, so please don't take anything to heart, and if you have another opinion, let me know. I want to hear them. I want to hear what you think of the albums and the music I'm reviewing, and also I want to hear what you want me to review, you know, what you want me to listen to, because I've always loved to listen to new music. Anyways, so today I am going over Denzel Curry's new album, Melt My Eyes, See Your Future. Now, I really enjoyed Taboo. That was Denzel Curry's album, like 2018, I believe. I think it was It was his album like 2 years ago in 2020 or 2019. Both of those albums were phenomenal. I don't listen to much Denzel Curry though, other than that, and it's my fault. I genuinely like him as an artist. I don't know why I don't listen to him, but there was a lot of hype surrounding this album, and I was very excited to listen to it when it came out, because Denzel Curry said he was adopting a more mature style, saying that he was gonna add more drums, bass, and a trap jazz style. I don't know. His words, not mine. But it did get me very excited to listen to his new music. Now, Denzel Curry, for those of you who don't know, he's a 27-year-old rapper. He was born in Carroll City, Florida, near me. And he became viral with the song that I'm sure many of you guys know, Ultimate, which is that one water bottle flipping song where it's like, gets really hype and everything. Now, I love that song. I mean, it's a classic. But yeah, Denzel Curry, he's a phenomenal rapper. I think a lot of people would agree that. And he's made a lot of really like well-known songs. Like in his album Taboo, that's probably his most famous album. He had Clout Cobain and Sumo, two excellent, like really hype and just crazy everywhere songs. And in general, he's just known for making amazing music. So yeah, I think that being said, I think everyone had really high expectations for this album, and I'm happy to be here to give you guys my opinions on how I think it was. So this, for those of you who didn't know, this is his fifth album that he's releasing, and it scored really well with the critics. It got 93 out of 100 for Metacritic, a big critic in the music world. And so yeah, I mean, the expectations were high for myself and for everyone going into this album, because like I said, it's very well known, good rapper with a lot of hype behind him. And yeah, so our first song on this album was Melt Session number 1, featuring Robert Glassberg. Now, I like this song, and I thought it was just chill. Now, so here's the thing with this music, right? I liked a lot of it, but the issue is that it's a lot of slower music. Like he said, he was maturing, right? So it ended up being a lot of slower music, which is not what I expect out of a Denzel Curry album, and it's not really what I'm looking for. But listening through it once or twice during like the day when I was just doing my thing working, I enjoyed the album, but I didn't really appreciate it as much as I think I could have, until I listened to it like when I was going to bed one night and just kind of relaxing, and I was like, wow, these songs have a different kind of emotion attached to them. Instead of being these like classic Denzel Curry heavy rap exciting songs, they really just show his emotions, which I don't know, I think he's just doing it a different way than usual, because he's very emotional usually, but this way he's showing different emotions, and he's showing them through a different like way. Now, that being said, this Melt Session 1 was the first example of that, as the first track, and I thought it was good, nothing special. It was kind of just chill, and then I enjoyed it, but nothing crazy. I gave it a 7. I think it was I gave it a 6 originally, and a lot of these I changed. I gave it a 7 because I really did think it hit a lot of really nice notes, and it was a good song. And yeah, and it leads you up into Walkin', which Walkin' is really interesting because it's chill, just like Melt Session at the beginning of the song, but then about like I don't know, a third of the way through the song, the beat switches and it goes like really like fast and rappy, and I really enjoy that. It ends up clear. That's what I said I was looking for. And for that, I gave Walkin' an 8.5. I thought it was just a hype song. It was very fun to listen to. And yeah, so anyways, continuing. Worst comes to worst, I thought it wasn't an amazing song. It was alright. I didn't love it, I didn't hate it. It was just kind of boring. I thought it wasn't like chill, like vibey music. It was kind of like an attempt to do that, but I don't know. I just didn't like it that much. I gave it a 6. Following that was John Wayne featuring Buzz Lee. I thought that this song was good, and I thought it had a lot of good lyricism, but it didn't really have the beat to back it up like a lot of his other songs, nor did it have, yeah, it just didn't have the beat. Like, that's really my big gripe with it. But that being said, I gave it a 6.5. I just thought it was decent. Following that is The Last. I gave this one a 6.5 as well, because it was good. It just kind of, it followed John Wayne very closely. Like, they're just mediocre songs that like I liked but wouldn't add to my playlist. Now, Mental featuring Sal Williams and Bridget Perez is the next song on this album, and I think it's really interesting because the first time I listened to this song, I thought it was like alright. It kind of sounded almost Post Maloney. But then as I listened to it more and more, I really liked it. I really just loved the way he kind of manipulated the song into something really beautiful, and I just thought he did a very good job with that. And I gave Mental a 7, and I thought it turned out really well, and I thought the beat was really beautiful. It kind of, to me, the rapping was, like I said, Post Malone like, but then the beat was almost like Kid Cudi, or like, you know, not Travis Scott like the song, but like a Travis Scott type beat. I don't know. I thought it was a good song. Anyways, continuing. Next is Troubles featuring T-Pain. It was okay. I thought it did well, but it could have been better. I gave it a 7. I gave it a 7. Yeah. And I'm thinking, honestly, it probably is like a 6.5, because it was good. It wasn't special. You know, like I said it before, it was good, but it wasn't special, and I just thought it was like a mess song. Next up is probably my favorite song on the album, Ain't No Way, featuring, I'm not sure how to say his name. It's 6 Lack. I think it's Black is the name of the artist. And then Rico Nasty, JID, and Josiah. A very good song, in my opinion. Very hype. Very classic Denzel Curry. I gave it an 8. I just thought it was a good song. I thought it was very hype and just kind of gave me like the feeling of like one of those songs you just listen to, like just a classic rap song that you can get hyped to, like, you know, a freestyle by Lil Baby, or I don't know, like something like that. You can just get kind of hyped to. Anyways, continuing. X-Wing, another good song. I gave it a 7. It's chill, but it has that rap. It's kind of like slow beat but fast rap is the way I describe the song. And his voice is pretty soothing here. I thought it was good. And yeah, I like the song. I gave it a 7, like I said. Next up is Angels featuring Kareem Riggins. I don't know, I didn't really like this song that much. I gave it a 6. It wasn't anything amazing or anything. I just thought it was kind of a decent song, not my favorite. Just kind of chill. I don't know, it wasn't what I was looking for in a chill song, nor did it have any of those fast elements that I like a lot. The next song is The Smell of Death. It's a shorter song. It's mostly just a beat with kind of random words around it. I don't know. I didn't think it really was anything special. I gave it a 6.5 just because it was nice what I heard, but it wasn't anything crazy. Next up is another one of my favorite songs on this album. I think this is tied. Maybe a little, maybe not as much. My favorite song is Sanjuro featuring 454. I gave it an 8.5, and I liked it a lot because it really reminded me of Ultimate, and it really just had that fast like pace and really hype beat, hype lyrics. Just everything was just exciting, and that's why I really liked it. And that's the kind of songs that I usually tend to gravitate towards. Next up was Zaitochi featuring Slow Tie, and I believe this came out as a single before the album. I like the song. I thought it was good. It was It was good. It wasn't anything special, and I gave it a 7.5. But like it can really range from a 7 to an 8, just depending on how you're feeling. Like, that's why I gave it a 7.5. Because I don't know, just depends on how I'm feeling during the day. But I thought it was a good song overall. Next up is the Ills. I gave this song a 7.5 as well. I thought it was really good, but it was a little too slow for me. And then it kind of, it's a closing song, right? It's an outro. So it's meant to kind of just wrap up the album and kind of be relaxing. And I like that, but just as a song alone, it just wasn't my favorite. Like, it was a good end to the album, but it wasn't just my favorite song. I guess from the perspective of an album review, it was a good song to close the album on, but from just rating just the songs themselves, I would say it was like a meh song. And yeah, those are my opinions on the track list. Now, overall, that would leave the album with about a 7.4 rating overall, which is pretty high, I'd say. I'd say that's on the low end. I'd say, honestly, you give like a 7.5, 7.6 in my opinion. I like the album. I think that it was good. Not my favorite because I'm not really like into that slow rap, but I thought it was a good album in general from Untitled Chapter. Now, some things that I wrote down was, one, I tend to not like that slow rap from Curry, at least, because I'm not a huge fan of his voice. Nothing against him personally, obviously, but I just that his voice is just not that appealing for me. Like, if you were to throw in like Pop Smoke's voice, or even like Tyler the Creator's voice, I just think their voices are so fun to listen to on like those slow, like melodic, like drilly songs, because they just have such unique voices and they're just so good. And I just kind of have trouble always listening to Curry's voice. But yeah, I thought they were still good. And yeah, so if you want to listen to some hype songs, and that's what you're looking for from Curry, Ain't No Way, Sanjuro, and Walkin' are probably your best bets. Like, those are the songs that I pulled away as like some of my favorite hype songs, some of my favorite songs in general on the album. But yeah, overall, it just was a lot of chill, like vibey songs. Now, in terms of similar music, I have some albums written down. So Juice WRLD in general, I don't think makes similar music to Denzel Curry, but Fighting Demons and Legends Never Die had a lot of similar kind of sounds to the album, which I liked those albums decently. I think they were both around like 6s or 7s. And I thought they were good. Maybe not they're definitely not the best Juice WRLD album, but I definitely liked them. I don't even know if, off topic, I don't know if what is the best. I don't know. I think my favorite Juice WRLD album is actually Death Race for Love, but I know I'll probably get a lot of hate for that. But anyways, so continuing, yeah, I think Fighting Demons and Legends Never Die are my two similar albums to this Melt My Eyes, See Your Future. And then similar artists to Denzel Curry into this album would, in my opinion, be like Joey Badass, JID, and Reason. All kind of rappy, like slow rappy with nice beats. Like, they all have amazing beats. And yeah. So overall, give this album a 7.5 or so out of 10. And I would say it was a good album, but nothing crazy. And it was really just the fact that it was a lot of chill songs, and that's really just not my style. But yeah, I enjoyed it, and I hope you guys enjoyed this review, and let me know what you guys think. And yeah, I'll catch you guys. Bye.